Cool.
Cold weather training. That's where all cold weather training goes.
Yep.
Light fighters. I was light infantry.
Welcome, one and all. I guess I can start my video here. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
I am doing fantabulous. How are you?
Lipstick.
I was going to say, you look like you got lipstick on there, Alan.
Amy's video settings she leaves on, and every time I turn these on, I end up with lipstick on.
That is funny.
No.
There you go.
The color for me.
Sunshine.
During the day, it's beautiful. At night, it's cooled off, getting down in the 50s at night, which to you guys probably is not a big deal, but to us, it's a little cold.
You guys had some good rain too. Good.
We're fixing to take a trip through Arizona and Denver. Well, is it Denver? Phoenix, Arizona, and maybe back through Denver, Colorado, and then back to Florida. We're working out the logistics now, but it might happen. We like it. But you'll be first to know, don't worry.
How far are you from the redwood trees, Sam? The redwoods that you can drive through?
Yeah, those are in Northern California. You can drive a car through them. It's amazing.
Welcome, Lyle.
Welcome to the meeting, Lyle.
Hi, everybody. Sorry, I'm doing messaging in the background and all kinds of stuff, listening in with you guys.
Fantastic.
The only other person named Lyle I know is Lyle Lovett.
Well, I definitely don't sing that well.
Well, he can carry a tune, but he doesn't have a big voice.
No problem. Thanks for asking me. I'm just trying to message and do stuff in the background to take care of the other stuff I'm supposed to do with the other job. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep quiet, and then I'm gonna listen in and see what's going on and see what y'all have to offer.
You know, Lyle, one of the most important things that you're going to get from this, there is a message in what we're doing, but there's also a community in who we are. And Steve, the CEO, his partner, Dusty, sets the culture for the company, which is like-minded people, spiritually based. You know, it's really a good group. So I think you're going to like it.
Well, that sounds wonderful.
Making money, making a difference.
I love that line. And it's not just a line, it's true. And all 10 officers are owners of the company. And we're just here to make a difference. It's really great.
Well, that sounds great, because Sam will tell you, like, you know, we've tried everything in the world back in the day. He went into real estate, and I've gone into, you know, a bunch of different ventures since then. I mean, we've been taxi drivers, we've been this, that, I mean, you name it, we've done it, you know, trying to survive and figure out that path in life and what's going to take us to where we want to achieve our goals, you know. And out of all the people I've known in my life, this guy here has been through a lot, and he's tried a lot, and he's never given up, just like me. And when I fail big, but it's okay. It's like Tony Robbins says, if you're going to fail elegantly, or no, if we're going to blame elegantly. And if you're going to fail, do it big.
Well, that's how we learn, by failing.
But that's how we learn. And I'm definitely learning. I'm learning a lot. So, but thank you guys. So I'm going to be quiet and just listen to what's going on. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome, Lyle. And I'll tell you what, based on what I've heard so far, I think you should do the presentation today.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're muted, Bo.
If I could, everybody that's showing their just their first name, could they type in their second name, or last name, so we can know who you are?
So I'm just waiting for people to keep straggling in. I usually try to start about 5 minutes after, so everybody's free to chat and introduce yourself if you want.
Timmy Norris, where are you from?
I'm from Indianapolis.
Well, good.
I think Timmy's been on the call before, haven't you, Timmy?
No, sir. This is my first visit.
Well,
Yeah,
great.
everybody-
Welcome.
Who invited you to the call?
Micah did.
Oh, good.
Oh, Timmy. Okay. I make the connection now. Thanks. That's why I heard the name.
And David, what's your last name, and where are you from, and who invited you? Dawn, what's your last name? We know your last name and where you're from and who invited you.
That's all right. If they get a chance, they can put their full name in there and then their who invited them. That'd be great.
Yeah, and their contact information in the chat would be good.
Yep.
And owner, I don't know who you are, owner.
That must be my wife.
I'm glad to see a good crowd out tonight.
You know, it's kind of special. I mentioned my wife. If your goal was just to make one other human being happy, that's a good goal.
We've got a couple people still coming in, so I'll wait just a second here. Good time. Love
Hey,
that,
Steve.
Paul.
Hey, Steve, will you do me a favor, please?
Sure.
Micah wasn't sure he was going to be on the call tonight, but he coaches his daughters in robotics, and it's fascinating with what they can do with little computers. But during your presentation, if you wouldn't mind calling on Micah to talk a little bit about the structure of our machine, the engine that runs the company, I think new people would love to hear, would love to know that this company is solid, and we could have 100,000 people join tomorrow and it wouldn't skip a beat. So at some time, please call on Micah to share that.
Yeah, I think I'll do the short presentation and then we'll finish up with Micah, and then I think we're going to share some things.
Yeah, excellent.
Perfect. All right. Well, it's 4:07. I'm going to hit the record button here, everybody, and then we will get started.
Recording in progress.
Awesome. Well, welcome everybody. I'm Steve Muckensnabel, CEO of Soveres. I'd like to welcome all of the current members and new people just checking us out today. And then again, of course, also welcome our VPs that are here with us, including the founder, Mark Samus. I'm going to go over a quick presentation right now, and then we can answer some questions afterward. Again, just a reminder that this meeting is really for our new people that are looking into Soveres, trying to get an idea of who we are, what we do, and so forth. Not so much for the existing members. Saturday is the best time for existing members to ask those in-depth questions about Soveres and our processes and such. So if you would, go ahead and just mute your microphones, keep your videos on so we can see your smiling faces. If you have questions, go ahead and put them in the chat and we'll try to address them either during the presentation, but most likely it'll be after. And again, in this presentation, it's not a networking session, so please don't share links or use this event as a networking opportunity. And again, if you're new, go ahead and put your name and the person that invited you into the chat. Goals of this presentation are explain the difference between traditional marketing and affiliate marketing, and then show a business model that can create more than full-time income with less than part-time effort. So let's get into it. Traditional marketing. And again, this might be kind of redundant for some of you that have some network marketing experience, but it's good for people that haven't been in here. So you have your manufacturer. They make a product. They ship it to a store. The store has to pay for advertising, direct mail, social media, space lease to attract the customer to come in the store and make a purchase. And so there's expenses throughout this entire process. Now, with the invention of the internet, it's gotten a little easier where the person could just sit at home, order a product. All of the steps still exist, except a lot of times there's another shipping step here to go from the store to the customer. But the important thing is all of those marketing costs still exist to attract that customer into the store. Now, there's also direct online marketing where the customer can just order directly from the manufacturer and the manufacturer ships the product to the customer. Now, that manufacturer typically doesn't have to pay for a retail spot, but they still have all of the marketing expenses that are needed to attract that customer to them and their product. Now, affiliate marketing, what's unique about that is we as a smart affiliate marketer can insert ourselves between the consumer and the manufacturer. We can make the connection. And with this type of there's no marketing cost for the manufacturer. We are the marketer. And so the money that they would typically spend for those expenses, they will contribute to us, our revenue, in the form of a commission for making the connection. Now, if it's a service-based business, then that shipping expense is also cut out, which means more revenues to be shared to the smart affiliate marketer. Also with the service base, a lot of them are subscription type products, which means that you can earn a residual monthly income for making the connection with the consumer to the marketer. Now, Mark, I know you like to jump in once in a while, so feel free to jump in if you want to add to any of this.
Thank you. I will.
Okay. With this business model, entrepreneurs and businesses have made billions using this model. And most big companies, if you really look at it, they hire salespeople like they would an affiliate marketer, and they just pay them a salary. But you can do it as an independent contractor and just to make the connection between a specific customer and a specific product and generate revenues on your own. This is an example that I like to show. I found out about this company about a decade ago. This is somebody that just created an online program to help people, to teach people how to increase their vertical leap with the goal of dunking a basketball. Now, the cost is only $67. It used to be a little bit more than that. This person has made millions off of this one online product. So once they created the course, there was no additional expenses. And then they sold it as an affiliate course so other people can go out, share the links to this product, and they would get commissions. So this is the same type of business model we were talking about, having a very specific customer and selling a very specific product. But what if you had access to a menu of multiple products? You could then create a business sharing that menu of services with almost anyone you know. And that's what we do with Soveres. We've contracted with a lot of other vendors, third-party vendors, and I'll go over the different services that we offer, but you can essentially share those products with the people that you know, and you can collect a commission on that. Again, a lot of the services are have monthly revenues that come from them because they're either subscription based or there's a premium in the case of insurance. So you can create multiple streams of residual income by accessing this menu of products. Here's some examples of what we have right now. We're adding more. I have about a list of 10 or 12 more solutions that we're looking to onboard within the first quarter of 2023. Right now, you can earn commissions with real estate sales. Either if you know someone that's buying or selling a home, you can earn a commission off of that. Discount travel, nonprofit funding, final expense insurance, solar installations. If you want to save money on your electric bill, you can also get rebates on solar. Prescription drug programs, the Soveres Academy, which is an online hosting platform for personal and business development courses, or any other kind of course that somebody wants to offer on that platform. So we have a bunch on there. Maybe you have a specific skill or hobby you'd like to share that on the course, and you could offer it there. We have a discount health benefit program. We have an affordable health share program that's coming up hopefully by the end of the month. Life insurance will be onboarding. We have a menu of senior services available, employee retention credit funding, and of course, real estate financing. Now for all of these services, there's no licenses required by our members or our representatives, and other professionals will service the customer. Again, many of these solutions will provide residual income for you.
And Steve, before you move on, if you don't mind, I'd like to touch briefly on the health benefits, because everything that we've negotiated, and like on the last slide, it said it's either unique, exclusive, or the best value. Let's just look at one real quick, the discount health benefits. We have a company that we partnered with called Health Perks. And for $17.95 a month, what you can get is unbelievable with telemedicine, prescriptions, dental, vision. It's the testimonials that we've had so far are just over the top. It's really exciting. And those will be on the website soon. But let me just tell you what we've negotiated with them. For $17.95 that we charge our members, we only pay about $10.30. So there's a margin there that we pay out 12 levels deep in commission. And all of our solutions are commissionable. So it's very exciting for people. You can build a business with any one of our solutions. Back to you, Steve.
Thanks, Mark. Great points. So some of the questions you might have is, one, why would you start your own business? It sounds pretty complicated. Well, one, there's substantial tax write-offs for things that you already purchased. The computer you're looking at, you could write that off. All your office supplies, you can write that off. You could potentially write off a vehicle or even a space in your home when you own your own business. The other things you have is complete control of your work environment. Wouldn't that be nice? And then, of course, control of your time and schedule. You don't have to submit any notices for leave or vacations if you want to go on a trip with your family and friends. Now, why would you start a Soveres business? For one, it's minimal expense, and I'll go over some of the typical costs of starting your own business, but with Soveres, it's very minimal. You can do this anywhere in the world, and then you have the potential to create substantial wealth and passive income. And I always say it's potential. It's not a guarantee or a promise. It does take a little bit of effort, a little bit of time, but you do have the potential to create substantial wealth. And then, of course, you have support in building your business. All of our VPs are pretty much business owners, CEOs, or leaders of organizations in their own right. And we all have experience in building and growing businesses. So you have that expertise, not to mention just the number of members that we have that are already experienced and have been successful in growing a business in addition to network marketing businesses.
Yeah, Steve, let me jump in on that briefly, because our solutions, you really just have to make the connection. You don't have to It's a lot of analytical people that say I have to know everything about everything. You don't. We have the scripts. All you need to do is make connections, because what we've negotiated with our providers is that we just make the connection, and then they do the heavy lifting. And if you bring a few people in, or you bring a company into any of these, the residual is thousands of dollars per month. So it's not about learning every solution. It's about making the connection. Back to you.
Yep. So how much does it typically cost to start and run a business? Well, you have the costs of product research, product development, manufacturing, professional education. If you're a doctor, you're going to need to go get a degree and get a medical license. If you're an attorney, you're going to have to pass a bar exam. Real estate agents need to be licensed. You have marketing costs, fulfillment and servicing, shipping, administrative costs, franchise fees, not to mention just the initial cost of purchasing a franchise. And then, of course, building and equipment. There's a minimum tens of thousands of dollars, but typically hundreds of thousands of dollars it could cost to start a business. How much does it cost to start and run a Soveres business? Right now, there's a one-time setup fee of $157.95. That's going to change on January 17th. It'll go up to $189.95. There's an account management fee of $19.95 per month. That too will go up January 17th to $29.95. Anybody that jumps on board now, those fees are grandfathered in, so they won't be going up. What do we offer, or what do we provide with your Soveres business membership? You get a personal store, so it'll have all of the information on the different solutions that we offer, landing pages and so forth. You'll get a virtual office to manage your business. You'll get access to all the solutions at member-only discounted rates. And then you get a license to promote all the solutions with the Soveres branding. And of course, you're going to get access to the compensation plan that is extremely generous. So you get paid every time you refer a customer and they purchase a solution. Oftentimes it's monthly. And then of course, you're going to get all the support and training that you need. So all those expenses I showed you earlier, they pretty much go away with the Soveres business. All the work is done for you. All the marketing efforts, as you've seen, that we're putting out a lot of content recently, that you'll just be able to copy and paste a lot of that information into your social media profiles. So what does it take? What is it I have to do? One, you got to sign up. You got to make a commitment. The next thing is just to start sharing the solutions. Even if you can use them yourself, that's the best thing to do, is to try them out and then share your experience with other people. And then all you have to do is invite them to one of these sessions and then repeat. And if you do that consistently, every once in a while, you need to do step 5 and check your e-wallet, because there's going to be some funds deposited into your account. Now, with this system, because it's very simple and it's very duplicatable, a lot of people say, can I build a team? Of course. You can build a team of other network marketers, and every time someone in your team sells a solution, you'll get paid on that one. 12 levels deep. We also have leadership ranks now that are available. Those just got put back on the website. So if you look at your back office now, for those who are existing members, you'll see you'll have a leadership rank. So you can start at just a membership level and work your way all the way up to a CEO level. So what's next? The best thing to do is to get with your sponsor. They can answer any questions that you have. You can stay online here if you have a couple questions, and then get enrolled. Definitely, I would suggest doing it before the 16th so you could take advantage of the price break before it goes up. So with that, I'd like to open it up for any of the people that are here for the first time. If you have any questions, we'd be happy to answer them. You can either just raise your physical hand or raise your virtual hand. That would be wonderful. And then Bo and Mark and Mike, I don't know if you've been moderating any of the questions in the chat, but are there any there that we should address?
Well, before we do, this is Mark, the founder. I just want to share a quick story with everybody. When I first started this company as the founder years ago, it was just real estate. That's my background. And network marketing is my background also. 25 years as a national trainer and speaker. So it's the first time that anybody has put those two items together. And it's evolved to a group of VPs
like I mentioned, that own the company. Let me tell you about Bruce just real quick, the VP of our insurance program. He has negotiated exclusive rights east of the Mississippi for a program that he had never heard of or seen in his 34 years in the industry. Talk about exclusive, talk about exceptional. If you know an insurance agent, they will join immediately. If you know a real estate agent, they will join immediately. You don't have to have a license in those areas, but these programs are literally unbelievable. So what we put together is something nobody's ever done before. The system is like I mentioned, about 100,000 people. I'm going to ask Micah real quick to just come on briefly and a little bit about your experience, what you created in 2013, and why people should feel very comfortable. Not only that the company's debt free, but we are capitalized. So, Micah, please share for a minute.
Yeah, thank you, Mark. Yeah, prior to what I'm doing now, I started a direct sales company in 2013. Before I did that, at that time, software platforms were not readily available with self-replicating websites and, automated warehousing and customer service and automated commissions and virtual office. You could get some of the small pieces here and there, but most all of the big companies at the time had to custom develop that themselves. So I recognize as a marketing guy the need for a streamlined user experience to simplify things. And I knew above and beyond a quality product, we had to have quality service and a first-class experience. So we wrote a software platform. We had, I think at the time we started with 4 or 5 in-house designers and programmers, and at one point had 7. Spent about a year or so writing that platform, launched the company in late 2012. I think we did 1.5 million in business in the first 90 days, brought on 30,000 distributors, finished our first year at 6 million, the second year at 12, and grew from there. Our second year in business, we were voted the #1 direct sales company in the United States. And I've actually got a plaque here from my team at the time. You probably can't read it because it's all glass, but it says 2014 #1 in the USA. The second year in business, I was voted the top 10 CEOs worldwide. I think it's like number 7 or 8. And for a couple of years, we hovered around in there. I sold that company in 2017. But to give you some to quantify that for you, we made our own products, warehoused and shipped our own products in addition to being a network marketing company. So it was on average of 50 to 100,000 products a month that we would make, inventory, and ship. We had a team of 50 to 75 people seasonally. It was a huge organization. And to grow that kind of organization took a massive effort, both in manpower, logistics, inventory, and since then, I've been purely into software development. So the software platform that Soveres has is a tried and proven platform that's had millions and millions and millions of transactions on it. Commission system is very well fine-tuned. But if I could add, one thing that I think that I know is really unique about Soveres is there's not a tangible product that has to ship. Meaning that if you were selling widgets, whatever that means to you, you can probably convince someone to buy and the first couple of orders from you, but eventually they're going to go to Amazon or somewhere else and get that cheaper. So it's a constant battle to get them to buy that every month, even when you're on an auto ship. And those kind of companies, although they can be highly scalable, it takes a massive effort. So if Soveres having digital membership and digital subscriptions and digital products, we're infinitely scalable quickly. And because of the massive amount of work and relationships that we've done to create this and the software platform, it's not easily duplicatable by others. So what you're going to find as we grow as an organization is the people you bring on, your acquisition cost for customers is very low, and you're going to find that those customers stay a lot longer because they have value in the organization, and it's not something they can go find easily elsewhere. And it's not going to be easy for someone that comes into this company or that sees what we do to create the same thing, because it's relationship based with top tiered companies out there and a top tiered software platform that automates everything.
So one thing Micah didn't say, there's a local TV program there in Kentucky where he is. He's like Shark Tank. He goes on this program, he invests his own money, he helps people and talks about how to scale your business and strategize. And so Mike is one of 10 officers, and you couldn't hire the consultants to help you build a business. All of us are accessible to help every one of you. Back to you, Steve.
Yeah, and if I could clarify, that was a TV. I'm no longer on that. I was on there for the first couple of seasons a few years ago. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, I was invited on there because of my expertise and my knowledge in the industry.
And because you're Mr. Wonderful.
I don't have quite his attitude. I'm probably uniquely different than all of them.
And just so everybody knows, Micah never volunteers all that information. We have to drag it out of him. So he's a pretty humble guy. Appreciate that, Micah.
Thank you.
Mark, I think you wanted a couple minutes to share some of the new updates that we had to the website.
Yes, and Carol Sue, I see you raising your hand. We're going to probably keep questions.
It's not a question. I wanted to welcome Frank Baldwin, who is going to be our newest member.
Oh, very exciting. Well, do I see Frank here?
Yes, he's right there. He just showed
I see
his
Frank
face.
with the baseball hat.
Oh, I love it. Welcome, Frank. Hey, Frank, if you don't mind, where do you live? What do you do? And just share a minute if you like.
Sure. I'm Frank Baldwin. I'm in Austin, Texas. I'm helping out with Airbnbs and just interested in business opportunities.
Well, I appreciate that. And I'll tell you what's kind of exciting is with our real estate program that we're launching here in a couple of days, we're going to have dozens of members that are looking for our realtors. And like in Austin, for example, I know we have a few there already that do not have a realty advisor. I won't go into the details right now, but for people like you that are on board, and we reach out to you and say, hey, we need a realtor there. Why don't you call one and tell them that we've already captured future market share for them. It's unique. It's incredible. We've proven the concept, and glad to have you on the call tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Mark, I gave you the ability to share if you wanted to share your screen.
Well, I'll tell you what, that would take me a second because I'm not prepared to do that. I was going to talk about the matrix. If it's easy, if you have it already, if you could bring it up there, then I can talk just a maybe 10, maybe 30 seconds about it if you have it ready. If not, I can just share it with you.
Yeah, go ahead and share it. I don't have it up either.
Okay, so in this company, from my experience, we want to attract the person that's a small business, maybe sponsors 3 to 5 people, in addition to the people that have a lot of experience that might sponsor 130 people, which we have already in the organization. And we also have several 7 income earners that have left other companies to join Soveres. It's very exciting where we are. I'll just take just 1 second to explain the difference between a unilevel, which is where you go as wide as you want. That's where the big money is. That's for the people that have a lot of experience, a lot of contacts. But the most exciting thing for people that may sponsor 2 or 3 people is the matrix. And when we show everybody that on Saturday and release it on the 17th, you won't believe it. Because imagine you have a 3x12 matrix where you can only sponsor 3 in your front line, and then other people fall underneath. That's called spillage. That creates a lot of residual income for a lot of people. And the top few levels we're keeping open for people that earn them. So you could step into something that is absolutely brilliant. And you know, when Steve said it goes from $19 a month to $29 a month, that additional $10 is all going out in commissions. The structure right now is we pay over 80% out, but we're actually paying over 100% out with the leaderboard bonuses. So we're all about getting to 100,000 people. And let me tell you, when we're at 100,000 people, that'll be $8 million a month. And we're paying out all the breakage. And I know you probably don't understand what that is yet, but we're just a humble group of people that are going to make a huge difference. We're already donating monthly to nonprofit. And we have a couple of nonprofit programs that is bar none the best ever. And you can actually go and click on nonprofit and read the 33-page nonprofit launch kit that we prepared. And we've actually proven this with a couple of large nonprofits. And then we have the charitable gifting of real estate. It's so deep. There's so much going on that everybody will want to be part of this. And what we don't want is for you to learn about this, later or hear about it. People are going to hear about it. They might as well hear about it from you. But don't look back in 2 years and we're a household name and say, I knew about this in 22 or early in 23, but I didn't do anything about it. Back to you, Steve.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. So we've got a couple minutes. If there's some new people here that had some specific questions you'd like us to answer, we certainly can't do a deep dive into all of the solutions. There's just so many of them. Saturday would be a good meeting to attend for that. So is there anybody that has any questions? I did notice that, was it Lyle that posted in here? What do you say, 120,000 minimum for a Subway franchise investment?
Yeah, I saw that.
That's huge. That's huge. Well, I'm not seeing any hands up. Okay. Well, thank you everyone for attending. Hopefully this was some good information, spark your interest. Get back with the person that brought you here. They can schedule a 3-way call with one of us to get a little bit more in depth into the solutions if needed. I would encourage everybody to come attend a Saturday meeting. It's a little less formal. We don't go through the presentation so much. We go in and do a deep dive into the different solutions. And then coming up in the very near future, we will have a whole schedule that you can access on the website where you can click on training on specific solutions and get more information directly from the people that are working on a daily basis on those.
Steve, before you close the meeting, let me just say one more thing to everybody. I had this vision when I formed the corporation in May of 2016. And it was just real estate, evolved to vendors, and now it's taken on a life of its own. And I have a lot of experience. And we have a lot of people that are here to help and make sure we make a difference. We provide things that nobody else has ever done. Like I mentioned, it's either unique, exclusive, or the best value you'll ever get anywhere else. There's no barrier of entry for people to join. And all 10 officers are faith-based and family people. I've been married for 42 years and I'm just blessed with a great family. And that's what we strive for, is not to be necessarily successful. We measure success in a different way. It's being significant. We want to make a difference and we're doing it. So thank you all. And I look forward to seeing you Thursday night. Steve, wrap it up.
Bo, I think you were probably putting your finger up to remind everyone for a Thursday meeting.
Well, it was that, and I think Lyle had his hand up for a second for a question. Lyle, do you still have a question? I guess not. So.
I don't see him on anymore.
Yeah.
So we have same time, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday. We'll do the presentation again, and then the deep dive on Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Thanks everyone for showing up. Appreciate you all being here. Look forward to a successful 2023. Have a great day.
Good job, Steve. Thanks.
Thank you, Steve.
Recording stopped.
All right. So thank you so much, everyone. Here, let me see. 110 people that are watching here. Let's do this. There we go. 110 people here on TikTok. You want to know more about Soveres Solutions? Go to samsilversolutions.com. samsilversolutions.com. And I would love to educate more on what this is all about. And this is ground level. So if you look at companies that have been out there for a long time in the network marketing realm, you look at Amway, you look at Mary Kay, you look at those companies that have been out there a long time. This is an incredible opportunity right now that is ground level and is going to be groundbreaking. So please connect with me, samsilversolutions.com, or you can call me directly, 661-621-5340. I'd love to talk to you further. Make it a great evening. Bye for now. All right. Let's go to here and exit the full screen and turn on my camera. And let me do this real quick here. Let's go to my live camera. There we go. There we go. Fantastic. All right. Now, everyone on my stream, my live stream, if you look, you got those little QR codes, the little squiggly lines up in the top corner. Those are for scanning. Take your cell phone. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to show you. You open your camera. If you have an Apple phone, you open your camera, you go to the screen, and it should give you a link. Click on the link, and it's going to bring you to my Soveres website, or you could go to samsilversolutions.com. You could do that. If you have a Android phone, sometimes it takes your QR code reader to get the link. But either way, you can go to samsilversolutions.com. It'll bring you to the same place. But if you're watching this video and you just want to scan it, be my guest. Thank you so much for watching. Your time is the most valuable thing that you have, and you spent some time with me to learn more about what we have to offer. So make it a fantastic evening and keep safe from the rain. And we'll talk to you soon. Oh, Thursday night. If you look down at the bottom, Thursday night, same time, 4 o'clock. Talk to you soon. Take care.